Hi guys, a little video here of what you can be doing with your milk bottle panels that you've been saving. I've been giving it some thought and I've come up with different types of seaweed by piercing it. So we've got some great shapes, great textures. These ones have got shoe polish on them and these ones have got emulsion paint and then watercolour. I'll show you how to colour them later. So let's just put those to one side and run through what you'll need. You'll need your panels. Start off with a little square though, because you want to just get used to piercing. You need to know how much pressure to use, spacing. So have a little experiment, practice first. So you'll need piercing tools. I've got some very pointy scissors, some knitting needles, some forks, a little penknife with a very pointed blade, and a biro. And then you'll need something to pierce onto. You can't pierce onto the table. You need to have something soft or a gap to go through. So suggestions would be plasticine's really good, a bit of wad of fabric. I've got a bit of towel and a bit of felt. For single-use piercing, not the forks, the holes in the top of a cotton reel work really well. And for the fork, you need something that's got a bit of give. So cotton reel won't work. What about a vegetable? You might have an old potato or something, or a carrot in your veg, which you could use. So let's just use this one and we can experiment with different piercings. I'm going to start with the scissors first. So simply hold it over and you're just going to push down gently. Hold it quite close, move it round, and you get a series of little dots. They're all going in the same direction. You could randomise them, you could do them in different, or you could go deeper. Let's see what happens if we go deeper. What effect can we get? So a gentle piercing. So that's given us a different effect. It's raised nicely. Okay, so you could use the knitting needle. Again, you can do it through the cotton reel. That works. Keep moving it. You could do it in a series of lines, but I would do that probably on one of the other ones if you want to do a line. Lines work quite well. Regularly spaced. Hurts the fingers after a while, so if you're doing a large piece, I'd take a break. And your fingers slide down the knitting needle as well. So that's worked well. I don't know if you can see that. Lovely texture again. It's almost shaping it by bending. The little knife gives another effect. I don't know whether it will work on the, we'll try it on the wadding. It's doing a little bit, but it's not really allowing the blade to go through. So something soft, that's better. It's going all the way in, unlike the fabric. So again, we're getting long slashes. That's working well. Now the fork won't work on a cotton reel because the prongs might hit some of those bars. You want something soft. I've tried it on the fabric. It works okay, but again, like the knife, you need it to go into something soft underneath. Different forks work differently. This one's quite pointy. This one's quite square on the end. I find rolling it helps. So position it. Start with one and then roll. So it does take quite a bit of pressure. Maybe you can do it on a small piece, but it works well. and again, start with one and then in. If you wanted to do a line, start with one and then put your first one into the last, and that's like acts like a guide. First into the last hole, push, push. There we go, and then you get a nice line, and you can do lots of lines. That's how I did this one. So that's my little experimental sheet. Works quite well if you flip it over as well, so you have some going in and some going out. You could have a little go on just little squares, and then you can decide what you want to do on the larger ones. And then in another video I'll talk about how to cut out and how to colour. Okay guys, it's quite good fun. As I say, take a rest because it's quite tough on your fingers. Enjoy. Bye for now.